Yo, sorry. As soon as I got here, everybody started at the in the house. All the babies started freaking out. Sorry about that. What's up, guys? Will, what's going on in Astro's stream? Are they talking? I mean, are they like fractaling and shit, or what? What up, Awandi? What up, Kenny? Bro, you have a YouTube account under this moniker as well? That's crazy. Arigato. What's up, dude? Yeah, no, I was AFK. Sorry about that. What's up, everybody? Hey, make sure you drop some likes on the stream. It'll help us reach more people in the algorithm. We're going to talk about AMC here in a little bit. And I mean, people are commenting on the videos and stuff, saying stuff like, "Oh, you missed this video aged like milk, blah blah blah," and I'm just like, it's literally what I said in the video. This is literally what I said would happen in the video, right? And that's not even counting for all the stuff that's happening like on a global level with China and everything like that. I mean, it's insane to it's just crazy how people don't sit. Maybe they don't watch the video, they just comment based on like what the title is or something. I don't know. What's up, Amanda? What's up, LOL? Is that your name? LOL? What up, Bill? I thought margin calls were happening right now. I don't know what that rumor is, but I don't pay attention to the fundamentals or any of those market forces. I will say that I am eyeing up some calls though on this thing because you know, things like this can only last so long. What up, Dazed? What up, Dark Coast? Dark Cost? Is that how you pronounce it? What's up, Manuel? Back to the 50s by end of October. I mean, I don't like to be too like specific with price predictions and stuff like that, right? I like to analyze things and just give possibilities rather than predictions, but they be commenting off the title and thumbnail. Yeah, probably so. You can feel the suppression. I'm gonna call you Fluffer. December 145s took a massive hit. Of course they did. Love your TA. Just started watching over the weekend. Love it. Appreciate it, Brian. Thank you, man. Yeah, stick around. Make sure you have the noties on and everything so that you see all the videos. Everybody that's in chat right now, please drop a like on the video, on the stream. It'll help us reach more people. I'm just letting some people get in here. Looks like the quality is holding up a lot better. Tom the Cat, this is insane. Tom, I actually disagree. I'll explain why. So let's get into what's going on, right? Look, I mean, this is, I mean, I don't know how familiar you guys are with the golden pocket, but this is pretty easy stuff to find if you want to go and do your own research. But the golden pocket is the area between the 0.65 and 0.618 Fibonacci retracement. 0.618 is related to the golden ratio, right? So let's talk about appreciate it, Amanda. Thank you, everybody who dropped likes. Nelson, the whole week is down. I don't know what you mean, Nelson. I don't think so. And I can't, I mean, obviously I can't predict the future, right? But let's go. Let me show you guys something. Because I think that it might be good. Also, look at SPX just jumping off a cliff. I mean, it's not like there's anything unique going on for AMC, right? Everybody's jumping off of a cliff because of China, right? Stuff going on in the real world. But I think that that technical analysis actually accounts for this as well, which is crazy. So this is the XPX chart. It goes all the way back to 1872. Obviously, it's a little different the way that they tracked it here, but you can use Fibonacci retracement to account for things that were happening in the 1930s if you want to. right? So after the Great Depression, we had this move up here, and then look at where the price seems to settle. Obviously, it breaks back down to the 0.786, and I mean, you get this is monthly chart, by the way. You get this beautiful bounce right off of the 0.786, and then you start to go back up. Isn't that something? I mean, there were no, I don't think, I could be wrong, but I don't think that there were any like trading algorithms or anything going back here at this time, but I could be wrong. Oh wait, hold on, I might have mismeasured that. Let's do that again. Yeah, no, that's perfect. I mean, this technical analysis works, right? You guys, I don't know if you guys can see with the stream quality, but yeah, I mean, you had this big euphoric run up here, boom, for SPX. This was from 1921 until 1929. From $6 to $30, and then you had a retracement here to the 1. You come back up, you get rejected by the 0.786. Come back, and then obviously also like Fibonacci works in this way, right? So if you measured from here to here, you would find Fibonacci levels here. So look, this retracement was to the 0.5, and then back up. And then if you wanted to do an extension, I know you guys don't care about SPX in the 1920s, but I'm just trying to give you an example of like how this like actually works, right? You do an extension from the bottom to the top of this move, and you'll see that boom, 1.618, the golden ratio, was the top of the next move. And then you have these levels, and you can see that trading occurs here. The price shifts at these Fibonacci levels, right? Look at this. Boom. Oh, look, another rejection, and boom. Right? Brian, can you do a segment on how to work the fibs and extensions? Yeah, we can do that. Do we ramp up to around $200 next leg up? Adam, it depends on a few things, I'd say, but I certainly think it's within the realm of possibility. We can talk about that in a second. Thank you to everybody who's viewing right now. Damn, we have 92 viewers. That's insane. Everybody drop a like on the stream if you want to see the stream get pushed out to more people. That is absolutely nuts, man. Thank you guys all for tuning in. Holy shit. I can't believe that we have that many viewers. I love that you're showing how to use the fib. I'll stick around and watch. What up? Red Panda on fire. That's a cool name. Like for the content. Thank you. Thank you for the likes. Yeah, so and look, just to explain briefly how this works, just because I wasn't really explaining it there, I was just kind of doing it. You take, for the trend-based fib extension in trading view, you take the bottom of the move up to the top, and then you drag it down to the bottom of the next move, whichever one you're trying to measure, and then that gives your Fibonacci levels for if you were to get into an extension, right? If you were to break up. And then the retracement tool, you measure from the bottom to the top of a move, and then this will help you determine the levels that you could see on the way down. Like if you're going to have a downward move, it's a little bit harder to tell, and that's where Elliott wave theory comes in and patterns come in, but it's a little bit harder to tell, which direction you're going to go on a day-to-day basis. If you could tell that any given time, you'd be rich as shit, right? But 100 viewers, you guys are insane. Share it out on Twitter, turn on notifications, like the stream. I appreciate you guys so much. Holy shit. But yeah, so if you could determine what direction it was going to go at all times, that would be great. But these levels can help you determine when price tends to turn around, which is normally at this 0.618 or the 1.618. Macho Man, I don't do cycle theory too much, but we can talk about some of it because I did see some interesting stuff on Twitter last night, and I've been following Astro too, but I try not to pay too much attention to stuff that's outside of like normal technical analysis that I would do on any other play. Where do you think we bottom down to? Let me go run over to AMC. I guess we can stop talking about the 1930s, huh? What a time to be alive, though, right? Oh, snap. All right. Let's look at, oh, we got a little bit of a mess going on here. All right. So, based on our Fibonacci talk that we just had, um, let's see what some of the key levels we could be looking at for AMC would be. Hourly chart's a little bit too short term for what we're doing. Yeah, so let's see. You measure from the bottom of this move. This would probably be the first thing that I would check if I was to analyze this for the first time. It's always good to get a little refresher. So the bottom of this move to the top of this move right here for the run in June, because that's kind of the price range that we're operating in right now, isn't it? We're operating in the price range depending on this run, and we can talk about the entire run so far as well. But for now, let's just look at this. So the golden ratio for this one is 33.21. You see that we obviously respected this level. And then I guarantee you, if you were to put a golden pocket on here and add the 0.65, let's see. I can just replace one of these. 0.65. Right? So this seems to be a significant zone for some reason, right? The 0.618 to the 0.65. That's where you got your reversal, right? So on the long-term scale, if you look at that run, this is our golden pocket. If you look at the entire run, it's even more interesting. Is this turns into $28.95 for the 0.618, which is quite literally where the price turned around. I don't know if you guys can see that clearly or not, but let me just point an arrow to it so that it's more evident. Oh my goodness. Phone Stradamus cannot chart on a computer. But yes, you can see this crooked arrow, this terrible arrow pointing at this wick here. We had a perfect turnaround, and that's when we started our new uptrend, right? So currently, the way that I'm counting, and I use Elliott wave theory to count, you have something like a double bottom, which signals a reversal in trend. And there are a few ways that you can count this, but the way that I'm counting it, and I can give some other scenarios too, but the way that I'm counting it currently is you have your impulse wave up, right? So from the bottom, you have this. That's wave 1, 2. I'd say this was probably the most strong run, which matches up with wave 3, and then a wave 5. Okay. And also, by the way, we could have pretty easily predicted this, I'm sure, with a trend-based fib extension, just like I just displayed. And what do you know? Price turns around. Can't make this stuff up. Price turns around right here, right? Breaks above the 1.618, turns right back around, right? So clearly this is a significant level. It always is, because that's how it works. But yeah, so what does this mean now, right? So what I think is happening then is we're having a retracement, and we could go deeper into this 0.786 zone, which would be 34.29. We could do that, but I think that we're more likely to stop out here. That's just my honest opinion. And so what that would look like then is that this becomes an impulse wave 1, And what we're doing right now is we're finishing our wave 2 in the most common area that you would see a wave 2 finish. And so if we wanted to chart out and try and see what the next move would look like potentially, and I'm sorry I'm ignoring chat. I'm going to catch up to chat right after I do this extension. If we were to catch a move up, if this was in fact the bottom, we can measure here. And then our next 1.618 is $77.99. And that would be, and look, if you're a trader, I'm not saying to trade AMC, I'm just saying if you were to trade AMC or any stock using this tool, you probably would plan out, if you're a swing trader, to have exits along the way, right? So you would load up in this zone that you believe is the bottom. And if it goes below that, so 786, maybe load up again, and maybe load up again, maybe load up again as it goes down. Depending on your fundamental conviction, you would load up on the way down, and then you would distribute on the way up, right? Start taking chunks out of your position, basically to protect yourself against risk along the way up. I know that's not popular with the AMC crowd, but I'm just giving you an example of how people may be trading this stuff. And these Fibonacci lines, they end up being a self-fulfilling prophecy in a way, because a lot of traders know that these work, right? And they work on every time frame. They work on long time frames, they work on minute time frames, and so everybody starts to trade them that way, and then that creates its own sell pressure in a way, if that makes sense. 162 viewers. Wow. Thank you guys for stopping by the stream. Holy shit. If you can, drop a like on the stream. It helps us reach more people. Share the stream out on Twitter and tag me. I appreciate it. And for now, we'll catch up on chat. Wow. I can't believe how many viewers we have. That's insane. Let's see. Win Lambo, not sure. Have a shift pitchfork from the August 21st low, bouncing off the lower limit today. I am not familiar with shift pitchforks, Dazed. But hey, Dazed, if you want to, send me that on Twitter with your explanation, and I'll share it out. Comfy Owl Design says, "You're awesome, loving your videos. Thank you so much for the feedback." Yeah, I'm just trying to teach people some stuff, teach people some tricks. Macho Man, you think new all-time highs this week with the cycle theory? Oh yeah. As far as cycle theory goes, I'm gonna bring that up. I'm gonna bring that up later. Let me catch up on chat for now. Legit content, man, shared with my football message board. Appreciate it, JS. Tom the Cat said not worried about holding overnight. Tom, I have been in this place since March or April, so I'm not. Yeah, I've already taken consideration for that. Manuel says greetings from Germany. Oh, Manuel, like Manuel Neuer, I would say, huh? Thank you for the greetings. So I should start looking for a job now, Damien says. I mean, I don't know, man. Looks like we're respecting the 0.618, so maybe you'll be all right. Sasha says, so we are in 4. No, Sasha, I think that what's happening here is, what I believe, my conviction is that this is actually just one big wave 1, and we're going to see a wave 3 soon. And this, and historically, wow, I said "and" a lot there. You see AMC get pretty euphoric on these larger wave 3s. So what you could see is, you could see something like this, and it just gets really tight wave 4, and then boom, just a crazy wave 5, right? That's pretty much what happened here, right? So if you were to count this up, you would say, okay, we have the bottom, top, boom, probably wave 3 ended here, 4, boom, right? So, obviously it's not going to be perfect, but it would look something like this if we were to get that breakup that I'm expecting, and if everything plays out how it should, in my eyes. Catch it back up on Red Panda on Fire. My Twitter is at David Marino Jr. That's where I post mostly. Christine So Red Panda on fire. That means you're from YouTube, which is awesome. Welcome to the community. What's price at? Price is currently at $39.34. Will says, I smell margin call. Maybe. Casey says, I watched your last analysis of Bear Trap 2.0 3 times. Do you think we broke the trend, or is your view still bullish? So it's a little bit more complicated than that, I'd say. I appreciate you watching it 3 times. Holy cow, man, that's insane. But I mean, it's more complicated than to just say that, you know. And now that I'm looking at it again, there are a few ways that you can draw this trend line. You could certainly say that we're above this trend line. Oh man, I made this crazy chart on Twitter and I was using a bunch of different colors. Right? Because look, from the January low, we touched here, boom, 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 and then we kind of took off. And from then, we never touched back down. And now we're starting to fool around at this level, right? So, and you can establish new trends when you're in such a bullish trend. I mean, what could really happen is we could look. I mean, we could. Oh, I don't want to use that. I want to use this. Somebody remind me to click twice so that it doesn't. All right. We could do this. Come back down here into this $30 range that we had seen before, and then we could pop right back up because that's the 618, right? Bulls could come in and say, "Okay, you've had your fun, bears." Boom, right into the pocket. And then now what happens if we pop up from there? There's your bull trend. Is this the worst thing that could happen? Is everybody going to be sad if we just, everybody in the AMC community just going to quit? Oh, they'll quit for a day. I guarantee you that they'll quit for a day. A lot of them. But I mean, when you're in such a euphoric bull phase, you always have the opportunity to continue your bull trend, right? Obviously, that changes at some point, but hopefully that answers your question. Sweaty, so we can potentially see 200 plus soon, according to Fib extension. I mean, theoretically, you could say that, right? And there are a few factors that have me thinking that 200 range is possible. I will say that the option chain does worry me a bit because it takes them time to get those new options into the chain, and whenever they do that, it like can halt price a little bit. I mean, personally, dude, if we were to break down like this, I actually like this channel better, like for long term than this. This is a little, it's like euphoric and kind of hard to sustain. This is actually the trend that everybody was watching, right? Euphoric and hard to sustain, and you actually see the end result of that come here, you know, around this region, because this actually ends up being a rising wedge. But if you want it to remain long-term bullish, a rising wedge, by the way, is a bearish reversal pattern. So you'll see price just like I you know, my falling wedge is pretty popular pattern that I've been posting on Twitter and noticing in AMC that it likes to respect. Rising wedge is the opposite. It causes, basically, it tells the market that price, while still going up, is cooling down as time goes on. It's actually getting less and less explosive, and that's a signal that you could see downside, right? Because you're just losing momentum. Price is rolling over. We actually, this is actually how I predicted this initial drop. How I predicted that we would start to lose price here, because you actually you had a pretty major rising wedge occurring here, right? Price was squeezing. Bears were gaining control at these higher levels. Price was squeezing down, and these patterns tend to align with Elliott wave theory in a way where what happens is, you know, you'll have your impulse move up, right? Causes this wedging effect, and then on the flip side, when you start to have your ABC down, or maybe even your ABCDE, A, B, C, and I'll go down to a lower time frame so you can see this a little bit better. When you start to have your C down, you notice that you could have you'll typically have some wedging of price, where price is getting less and less pressure to the downside, right? Even though bears are feeling rather euphoric here, and I think that this line actually is true on the day. Let me go look. So this one's easier to draw on the daily chart. You can see price just you can see bears getting squeezed, right? Squeezed into submission here. This is why it's a reversal pattern, because the people who are in control of price action for the most part aren't able to press the price down the way that they want to in this scenario, right? And this honestly is probably why we actually saw this little bit of a breakdown here later on in the day, because maybe people were looking at it this way. I know this is one potential scenario that I probably charted at some point. And now here we're doing the golden pocket again, which isn't a bad thing, I don't think. And also in Elliott wave, you could have an ABCDE, which is basically just a 5 wave to the downside. Elliott triangle is another way to refer to it. So B, C, D, E, and you're still in the wedge, right? And so what does that give us? That gives us $37. Let's see if we can find a relevant Fibonacci level at $37 ish. So well, 37.78 is a 0.65, right? So perhaps the E looks like this. And then you could dip right underneath it, right? These are just zones. I mean, nobody actually has the freaking sequence available. Like, you know what I'm saying? But like, the price momentum will respect this to a certain degree. And I mean, look, what could happen is, in a bearish scenario, and I'm not saying that this is what I think will happen. I actually don't. But you could see a new boom, boom, C or something like that, and then bulls get completely faked out. That's why you really need to see. I do believe that we do need to see some explosive movement up after this correction that we're in, because if not, then that insinuates that we could go into a more bearish kind of pattern, where we're making lower lows and lower highs from a more basic standpoint. All right. I guess I'll go check up on chat. Read the tweet, dingus. I mean, come on, dude. Will, I hope you're doing good, dude. Will Ross says, I'm slightly confused why we have gone down so much when the whole idea is that when the market crashes, we will moon. All good, though, just buying more. I don't necessarily know if I completely agree with that theory. I don't know if that theory is right. Having negative beta doesn't mean that you have inverse correlation with the rest of the market. It means that there is some inverse correlation with your price action when compared to the market, but it doesn't make you immune to the market, right? Like, so I haven't really talked about that theory too much. Oh my goodness, so many comments. I'm sorry that I'm not keeping up. Holy shit. Thank you guys so much for coming and hanging out. If you haven't yet, drop a like on the stream. Yeah, it's crazy how many viewers we have. Can't believe it. Comfy Owl Designs, have you considered making your own course for trading? You make perfect sense. I think that I probably could and teach people some valuable stuff, but I think that the AMC community, some of them would call me a shill if I did that. Oh man, that's a joke. It's possible in the future, maybe we'll see. Oh, look at that, we're bouncing. JS, thank you for the call out on that. Appreciate it. Zoom in on our minute chart. Maybe I can show you guys how I do the minute charts. For those of you who don't follow me on Twitter, I tweet and chart from my phone most of the time, and like I'll be at the gym and stuff, and I'll be like, I'll be like predicting the exact movements and stuff. Like there have been multiple times in the past week where I've been like, we're gonna get a big move here, or we're gonna have a breakout, and then like literally the next minute it breaks out. So let's see what we got going on. So so on the day, I'm looking for. Can you guys hear my son? You might be able to hear my son in the background. I'm looking for. Yeah, it looks like we're having a nice little breakout here. Let's try and figure out what the. Oh, it looks like we might have a double bottom occurring, which in AMC community, I always call it a double bottom. A lot of people in the AMC community will call it a George W pattern. Um, yeah, this is a significant bounce. So what I'd say probably then is that looks like a wave three to me. So now it makes sense that we're correcting down. Let's see if I can get some fast stuff. I don't know if I can do it on here as well as I do on my phone though. I'm not gonna lie. This is what I would say that is. So then, just in real time, like this is what a day trader would do. You would pull a retracement here to get an idea of your levels, right? And then you're looking for an ABC. And there are a few different variations of ABC patterns, and I'm not going to go too in depth on that right now because obviously it would be a little bit hard to explain. Now, if this is the ABC, then that's pretty bullish, right? If we just turn right around here at the 0.236 and we just pop off, then the signal is, yeah, we're going up, right? Big rejection. Say we turn around here and then maybe we come down here, right? That would be your wave two, and then, but this looks like a reversal to me, so I'm pretty optimistic about this actually. To close the day, we could see some upward price action, honestly. Ryan said, "You went live and we bounced. You win." Twitter follower here. Thank you guys so much for coming to the stream from Twitter. I appreciate it. YouTube could really benefit from a couple more perspectives outside the AP4. Yeah. To be honest with you, Matt, that's actually why I started to tweet and share charts about the AMC chart, because I think that I think it's important to bring a technical aspect to this, because even if you think that this thing is completely algorithmic and completely controlled, then it doesn't really matter, because they would still use technicals to manipulate the emotions of the holders slash traders, whatever. So of the apes, if you wanna say it that way. So I'd say that doesn't seem. It seems like, you should have that balance, right? You should have technicals. You should have people being critical. You should have people that are bearish even in your community that can give bearish sentiment without being shunned. I think that that's good for the community. That's good for a community. But who am I? Tom, perfect bounce from 0.618. Let's go look at it. Let's go see how we did on our Fibby. You guys really should look into Fibonacci. If you're not familiar, just look into the Fibonacci sequence. Don't even look at it from a trader's perspective yet. Just look into it. It has a lot of it plays a big role in our lives every day. Trust me. Snap. It's like amazing, really. So like even if this is completely a manipulated stock or whatever, it's still going to operate on Fibonacci. Whatever ends up happening with this thing, it's going to happen with Fibonacci because humans can't avoid it. They can't get away. They can't get away from it. The petals and flowers are determined by this shit. Yeah, looks like pretty good bounce here from the 0.618 though. Just like I said, you sound a bit like Terrence McKenna. I find that comforting. I don't know who that is, but I appreciate it. I'm glad that I could comfort you. Hey, boy. Pat, you hungry? Babe, I got 160 people watching right now. Isn't that crazy? Jerry, no, I'm not full time. I run a couple businesses. We're still on the channel. Gene says every aspect is important. I appreciate that, Gene. Let's rock and roll. It's time. We'll see. This is a pretty good zone to be turning around at. I'll tell you that. Casey, I mean, I can't predict the future, right? But I would say that in the short term, the levels that you should be looking at, well, I'm not the one who should determine what you should be looking at, but I'd say, in my opinion, based on this Fibonacci retracement, that you should be looking at the 0.618 and then the 0.786, which is the 34.43, and then from there, we're gonna have to look for another bottom here at the $29, $30 level. Nate, I don't have a full video where I explain Fib, but I do kind of run down a little bit exactly what's going on a little bit in a few of my videos. I only have a few videos out, so you can check any of them out. And the most recent ones, I actually have been a little bit addicted to Fibonacci the past like week or whatever. So especially the last few days, I've just been like reading about it and watching videos about it again, like refreshing myself on how crazy it is. So it's been on my mind. So I probably talk about it in every video for the foreseeable future, honestly. Yeah, I love Fibonacci. It's insane how well it works. Casey, yes, Fib works on crypto. Yes, I use it on crypto. Was that just buying prints? Fuck, Damien. I'm sorry. I don't know exactly what you're asking me about. Mark says, I hate when people say TA doesn't matter. Yeah, I don't know. I think that TA's TA is definitely important. No doubt about it. Let's go in and maybe I'll do some minute analysis. So you guys can see, maybe I'll get like a cool, you can get like a cool little moment here where I call a break perfectly or something. All right, so I might not talk as much. I don't know if I can talk and do this at the same time, but right now we have this uptrend that we're operating in. I would say that you probably are using this. If you're trying to trade it bullishly, you would say, okay, maybe we're forming an ascending triangle here. Not as likely though. This is still a W. Obviously this is going to be key resistance as well. Looks like we're breaking down. That's fine. Let's pull down here and see what's going on. If we zoom in, we probably see, yep, you got, sorry, I'm just getting into the flow of things, trying to see. So maybe 1, 2, pretty euphoric 3, 5. That's what I'd say. And then maybe you have, oh, looks like we're bouncing again. C. So maybe that was your C. You could be starting another. So this would, and I think this is off of our bottom, right? Okay, so this is going to be wave 3. I think that we're going to have a big move here. Up, I'd say. So Let's do an extension right quick. Oh shit. I'm not a day trader, by the way, so I can't so I'm not really used to this, but so yeah, if we're completing a retracement here. Oh man, bears look bad here. This is like bulls fucked them up on this. I don't even know what this is. Like they really like bears really got rejected there. Holy shit. So yeah, here's your extension. Oh wait, did I do a retracement on accident or something? What the fuck? Sorry. Phone trader. Yeah, no, this is an extension. Okay. I don't know what the fuck I was just thinking then. Oh, okay. I get it. All right, my bad. Top of our triangle is what we're running into right now, I think. Yep. So see, this is the correlation, right? This is the correlation between Elliott wave and then ascending triangle. That was your wave 1. Here comes wave 3. I think we could break a little bit lower. But I think we're going to go here. I haven't pulled a fib. Okay. Clip it. Could go a little bit lower. Maybe here. If we get really euphoric, I mean, we could. How much time do we have left in the day? PB, I don't. I think your future, right? I don't pay attention to short covering and all that stuff, man. I'm only looking at it technically. I'm looking at it from a perspective of like, so the emotional. Okay, here's our breakup. I think. Yep. The emotional aspect of this is what will cause covering in the future. So I don't pay attention to the covering aspect of it, right? When people start FOMOing into the stock, that's when the covering will start to happen. Lex, I'm not a day trader. I do long-term swing trades, but I appreciate the compliment, man. Nah, I enter my trades and then I sit in them for months. And then I collect hefty profits on the back end. Oh, look at us. We're testing our triangle. This is a minute chart, by the way. See what happens. Maybe we get rejected back down. Because I mean, this is if you were to go down to the second chart, you would see a 5-wave sequence probably here and then the ABC. So maybe there's another C down. We touch down here or something, and then we pop off. We'll see. I do expect somewhat of a move up, and I mean, we might not get this euphoric. We might come here. Maybe we extend up and then we come back and we retest it or something like that. I like that a little bit better. And I mean, it doesn't have to happen like tomorrow. I mean, in the next 5 minutes, it can extend itself out and still be a wave 3. So yeah, look, we're getting knocked down here by the triangle again. And also, like I could find why this zone is significant if I use Fibonacci as well, right? If I use Fibonacci and I went back and I tracked it, I could figure out why we're getting rejected there. Looks like we're moving back up. This looks bullish. I think we're gonna break on this next minute. We'll see though. Maybe we stay in until the end. AMC likes to stay into the end of these triangles too. I do notice that. I don't think we break down though. That would be weird. I'd be surprised if we broke down from here. Let's see though. Let me do another wave count maybe. Maybe I miscounted. Just because this does kind of look like a 5 now, so let me see. You got to be able to be wrong sometimes. I can't help but think that this looks like a 5 though. So this would be weird if we got sent down here. And this would be bad for bulls if we got reject it to the downside here, because that means that we would maybe you're looking at it as like a double top here, and then we move down. And bears win in an ascending triangle, which is not good. See if we can make more room here. Yeah, okay, we have a little bit more room. I'd say that it's valid. Oh man, this doesn't look good. We needed buyers to come in there. We needed buy pressure. I don't know why we didn't get it. We broke above 40. Where's my ABC? I can't help but think, man, this doesn't look good then. I think we're gonna break back down. I mean, this is just a minute chart, so I mean a breakdown is like yeah, but this doesn't look good. I mean, unless something changes and like all of a sudden bulls come in. Let's see what it would look like if we retrace though. Looks like I'm gonna have to draw my freaking trend line again. There's probably a bigger trend at play also. Being a little bit short-sighted here. We broke down, we're at least going to come down, hit this $40 level. But I would assume that it would send us back. Yeah, it's not a bullish signal if we break down out of an ascending triangle. This is supposed to be something that bulls are, you know, pumped up over. You're supposed to see some volume also. Let's look at a bigger time frame. Look at the hourly chart and kind of get more context. Didn't mean to hit that lock button. Oh, we're so zoomed in. Holy shit. Sorry, guys. That was a bit of a fail on the shorter time frame. I need to get more context, though. Anyway, because I haven't been paying attention to the stock for the past like couple hours before I started the stream. Perhaps, I don't know. Okay. What is this? This is the high. Okay. Got a headache. Looks like we have a little bit of a channel going here. We just broke out of this, which in itself is probably a falling wedge. Let's go up to the candles, the bodies, and see. This looks like a reversal candle if I've ever seen one. Holy shit. Yeah, so we broke out of this then. See, I mean, that could be a more significant wedge if you wanted to draw it that way. Guess I'll check on chat. What's up, guys? Sorry. Thanks, Mark. I appreciate the compliment, man. Tell video 162. We're at 173 viewers now, man. We're popping off up in this motherfucker. Oh shit! Look, are we moving up? No, we are getting a little rejection here, aren't we? How much longer do we have in a day? Oh, we're almost done, huh? I mean, overall, all right. I'm not gonna get a fancy day trade, okay? Overall, though, considering the market conditions and everything going on with China and everything, I mean, you can't be too upset about this if you're a bull. Oh my, dude, I did it again. I just need to. It just looks so much like the retracement button. I mean, all things considered, right? What's going on in the world economy? AMC having this bearish break at the end of last week. You know, it looks like we're having a little bit of an indecision point here. which you would assume wouldn't be the case based on the sentiment that we've been hearing lately. Wouldn't you think that? Wouldn't you think that the Bears would have taken a little bit more control than this? And obviously, we had this gap down. I'd say that you could make a case for a gap up here. That might be the start of the real wave one on the daily chart. I think I'm bullish tomorrow. Appreciate you guys sharing the stream out and stuff like that. Thank you guys so much for hanging out here. 170 viewers. That's insane, dude. Yeah, man. Insane. Look, I'll tell you this. Look, I don't hold on. I don't want anybody to be posting about how I'm a shill on Twitter and stuff. I'll probably watch this clip or something later on, but I do have my Venmo. If you guys do appreciate the charting and the free knowledge, you are welcome to donate. And then my fiance would be more likely to allow me to stream more often if I receive any donations. I'm just saying, instead of like me doing this in the dark all the time, I can actually like talk to you guys because I don't really like, I don't need to like trade. I like to chart so that I can pay attention to my longer term trade. That's what I do. Thank you for the shares. Thank you for the shares to Twitter, guys. Also, if you're new to the stream and you haven't yet, drop a like on the stream. It helps us get shared out to more people. On a YouTube algorithm, which I'm trying to hack the YouTube algorithm right now. Personally, that's my personal goal. So thanks, Mark. Yeah, man, it's pretty cool. I mean, JS, I don't disclose my positions personally, but this post market isn't always accurate. Yeah, I was about to say that's yeah, the post market for some reason is wonky on TradingView. I don't know what's up with that, but yeah, I think that this looks pretty good. I mean, we could have further retracement, but to be honest with you, like I just don't. It's still not. This is like so normal to me, right? Like this is just to me, it just looks like a wave one. It just does. So, thank you, Sasha. Oh man, maybe the Venmo's not in the description, huh? I think it's in the description. Yeah, it's in the description. Ryan, it's David Marino Jr. Just all one word, my name. So let me talk about a little bit because last night some guy was trying to get me to like prove to him that I was actually long on AMC or whatever because the AMC Twitter is like this like crazy like sub world. It's like the upside down, and like there are people who like have these live calls like space calls and stuff where they have all their followers come and all they do is just sit around and like try and figure out who's a shill that works for Citadel or something like that and is who is I guess trying to get people to like sell their AMC shares or something like that. And it's like I mean I think it's pretty funny, and I'm obviously a target of this stuff because the narrative is buy and hold, buy and hold, buy and hold, and anybody who doesn't just like try and force people to buy and hold the stock seems like they want to call a shill. But basically, I don't disclose my position in any trade because, like, especially on social media to a bunch of strangers, because I think that when I see that, it comes off as like self-serving, like you're trying to make your audience. I don't know. I don't know what you're trying to accomplish when you share your position, right? Like, are you trying to make your audience think that you're this like crazy like rich guy, or are you trying to like tell your audience that you're a good trade? Like what is the message, right? Because at the end of the day, I'm just trying to provide value, right? And that's why that I'm trying to teach people stuff. That's what I'm trying to do. And so like what uh, uh, and like I guess you could make the argument that it like validates, like it proves that I know what I'm doing or something like that. But like I can prove what I'm doing through my content. I don't need to show people my portfolio balance or something, or like I just think that that's so tasteless. I guess I'm old school or something. I'm from the South. I'm from New Orleans. Um, and I guess like my, it's kind of frowned upon to talk about money and stuff like that where I grew up and stuff like that. So maybe that's where it comes from. But I just think it's kind of goofy, you know? Dave bullish tomorrow. Oh, look, I need to look. I just need. I'm not saying I am bullish yet, but I'm just saying that I'm leaning a little bit that way based on today. But I'll have to get in and analyze it. Um. Oh my goodness, so much chatting. I can't keep up. I need to. Can you guys, everybody, don't click out of the stream. Don't click out of the stream. I'm going to grab some Tylenol. Because I have a headache. All right, I'll be right back. Oh, you guys stuck around. I appreciate it. I just took some Advil. Ryan, thank you for the Venmo, man. It means a lot. I appreciate it. I'm reading the message now. Hold on. It's a funny message, Ryan. I got you, man. Thank you, Ryan, for the Venmo, dude. Means a lot to me. That you appreciate my work. It's cool. Thank you guys all for sticking around. And by the way, donations aren't necessary or anything. It's just that, I appreciate it. All right, let's catch up on chat. My freaking head hurts, guys. Holy shit. I don't know what happened. Maybe I just need to drink some water or something. Laura6B3 asks, do I have the Ortex numbers? I don't pay attention to Ortex numbers or any of that market data. I only trade or chart technically. I only pay attention to technical analysis. I think the technical analysis encompasses all of that. Twitter is a cesspool, and some people just love to stir it and take deep breaths. Stir it and take deep breaths. So Dave bullish tomorrow. I don't know yet, Sasha. I'm gonna have to chart it out. Hey, Leland. That's true, Dazed. They don't understand TA. And do you get it because you're from the South as well? Yeah, I just think it's weird. Like people like share their position sizes or how much they're trading with, or like I don't know. It's like for me, I am coming from a perspective of like I didn't know anything about any of this stuff. I didn't know how to trade or anything like that. Like 8 years ago maybe is when I started, and so I've learned so much. And I started doing technical analysis like 2 or 3 years ago. I learned so much in that time, but it's such a learning curve. And so, from my perspective, I just don't see what the value is to, because, like, at the end of the day, I know that a lot of you guys, like, I'm trying to target people who were like me, trying to learn about that stuff and like, figure that all out. So it's like, I just don't know why I would share my portfolio value with you or my trade value with you or what I'm doing. Like, I just think it's irresponsible to I mean, I don't know. I think it's irresponsible to just like say what you're doing trading wise. Like, I think that just giving a technical perspective, giving my thoughts is what's going to help people the most. To me, man, this look. All right, let's get into in a minute. We're going to get into cycle theory because I just had a I just had a revelation. Holy fuck! You guys are gonna love this shit. Share the stream out. Everybody who hasn't already liked the stream. What the fuck? I just got pumped up. Holy shit. Um, because I just looked at the chart again and it reminded me of something that I need to show you guys. Holy fuck, Brian, I appreciate it. Keep teaching, Dave, says Brian. Thank you, man. Star Doge just popped on AMC. I don't even know what that means. Panic. Sasha from Mother Russia or Ukraine. I really thought today was supposed to be a bloodbath. Exactly, Damien. Like, oh man, we should have gotten crushed. I thought. I mean, I don't know. If this is what bears have in store for us, then thank you again, Ryan. It means a lot, man. Mark, thank you for the donation, man. Thank you so much, dude. I appreciate you. RS. Yeah, I mean, I'll probably post a video here. Maybe I'll do that live here, and then post it later. But yeah, I did do an outlook for the week, and I kind of predicted what would happen yesterday, what would happen today. I mean, I didn't think that we would actually get rejected up from here like this soon, if I'm being honest. But it kind of correlates with some crazy shit that I was reading last night on Twitter. Oh fuck! Thank you, Sparrow. Appreciate the. Yeah, I did call what was going to happen today. Yannick said, I thought TA was an intraday thing and long term was more about fundamentals. Is that wrong? It seems like you're trading everything using TA. Okay, Yannick, that's a great question, man. So it's yes and no, right? So the way that I do my trades is I find something like a stock or cryptocurrency or whatever, a market, whatever, and I do a fundamental analysis on it, right? So and really that sounds a lot more complicated than it is, man. I mean, shit. If I believe that something is going to be more valuable in the future based on something, right? Like with AMC, obviously, everybody knows why they're in their AMC position. We don't have to talk about that too much, but um with AMC, I fundamentally believe that it has a longer way to go. And this fundamental belief I found was, well, also this did come to me technically. Whenever I saw AMC finding support and kind of I entered my trade. Oh shit, I think I'm actually lying to you guys. Yeah, no, this is it. When I saw it finding support here, let me go see if this is a Fibby. That might have been what I did. Yep. When I saw it finding, oh man, that's what it was. When I saw, and also you can feel this by the way, because I think I had a feeling about it, and then I went and looked at the chart. I was like, man, it kind of feels like it might be a good buy. It was at this 0.618, and I was like, I literally entered my position probably the 6th of May, maybe, is when I went long. originally. Um, and yeah, so I was like, okay, I'm just gonna stay in this thing for however long. I put money in it to where I was like, oh, I'm not too stressed out about it. I'm not worried about the position. None of my trades. I'm not worried about my trades. Like I'm not like if it goes to zero, it goes to zero. I'm fine. I never put myself in that sort of position, and that helps me sleep at night, and it also helps me uh, be more stoic in my analysis of my trades. Right, like I don't have to be so emotionally tied to it going up. I don't have to be like, oh, it has to go up. Let me find a way to convince myself that it's going to go up by looking at the chart, you know? Rather, I can look at it. And I even remember doing, like, thinking this when it was down here on its run down. I was like, man, look, it broke like around here. And I was like, man, we're going to see some downside here. I didn't sell, but I was just like, yeah, we're going to see some downside here. And yeah, we just got rejected, and now we're here. And I'm pretty convinced now that we are in an uptrend. That's what I believe. Actually, you can draw. It looks like you can draw a nice uptrend. Oh, almost. Not really, huh? Oh, look, if you do candles, if you did the bodies, there it is. It's like we're developing a new little uppy, a new little uptrend, huh? But yeah, so Yannick, I figure out that I fundamentally like it. So like say I don't know if you're still here, Yannick, but let's just say for example that um fucking what's something that's definitely not gonna do good in the world. Let's see, like what's gonna like okay, let's say Ford, okay, or like some car company. Let's say some car like regular car company. I think they're gonna get eaten by companies like Tesla, right? So like if they have a great technical setup, I'm not going to be interested in them because until they change their fundamental business, until somehow they get cooler than Elon, until somehow people, you know what I'm saying? I'm just going to go, well yeah, fucking Tesla's going to fuck them up. So why would I it doesn't matter what the chart says. Why would I like put myself in that position? So that's the first thing. I have to believe in what I'm investing in, you know? So from that perspective, I guess you could say I'm more like a value investor at the beginning, and then from there, I'm using technicals to better understand the emotion that is happening in the play that I'm in. So, um, yeah, that's basically how I trade. I mean, I enter a position, I have my exits planned out for the most part, and yeah, I will say that this looks although a little bit more unhealthy, you could say, than this move, it is more this bottom is a little bit nicer. Let me do a fib on this. Oh, and then I'm gonna show you guys that crazy shit that's what I'm gonna do next. Oh fuck. So funny. Well, it's not that crazy, I guess, huh? Now that I'm looking at it. This definitely is a more bullish move, right? Because we didn't even touch the point 0.5. We got we went under the 0.38 too, and whoop. I think that's where we're at though. Like I think that I honestly believe, and I'll show you guys why here in a second. But I honestly believe that you could see here, like in the relative short term, some pretty aggressive price action. That's that. Let me show you the tweets. I'm gonna pull them up off stream and then bring them to stream so that I don't want like I don't know. I don't want you guys to see like my fucking DMs or some shit. That would be weird. Smoothie that I'm drinking is good as shit. What's that guy's name, man? Produced by Welch is the name of the account on Twitter at produced by Welch. Oh my goodness, you guys are insane. You guys all went and followed his ass last night. That's crazy. He gained like 70 followers since last night. He's probably gonna gain some more here, I think, because this guy has got some crazy shit going on his Twitter. Holy shit! I want to pull it up here in a second. Sorry, I'm just trying to find it so that I don't like not sitting here fooling around with it. And I was mobile charting here, but you'll get the idea. So let me see if I can do the chart and this at the same time. Yeah, we can do that. All right. So this guy's kind of funny. What doing 0.382? What doing dates? He's a pretty funny guy. But yeah, so basically what he's saying is obviously what doing 0.382, but no. So he's saying that before this is where we are here, and then this was the last run. I don't know about the dates part. I tried to figure it out, but this guy's way smarter than me, I think. But basically what he is saying is what doing 0.382, and maybe he was measuring it from here. Yeah, he's measuring it from here, right? And so from here, you see this little dip right underneath the 0.382 on this move. You just make this like a little bit harder to see so that it doesn't get in the way. So he's saying, you see here the 0.382, the 1226 level, whoop, and that's kind of where we broke out, right? And so what he's saying is, and I think that this could still stand too, by the way, because oh shit, I don't even have YouTube chat up. Sorry. Look, everybody who's asking me for like predictions and stuff like that, it's really hard for me to predict the future, right? But I'm just trying to give you my perspective. I really hope you guys understand where I'm coming from. Like, I'm not trying to predict the future. I'm trying to like trying to just give context and give a technical perspective. And I could be wrong on my technical perspective. And please do your own due diligence and, you know, take what I say with a grain of salt always. Oh, this is not right. Well, I mean, it could be right if you wanted it to be. Boom, golden pocket. It's crazy. It works like no matter how you do it. Insane. So what he was saying is basically when he sent that tweet out, it was here, right? And so his thesis would have been that maybe it would dip here and then we would start taking off. And obviously today, I mean, I was calling for downside today anyway, just because of the momentum of the stock and where we are with the Elliott wave, in my opinion. But if you're new to the stream, please drop a like. I appreciate all the support. Thank you guys so much, man. 174 viewers. That is absolutely crazy. My fiance is not at the house right now, but I would tell her, babe, look, we're still at 170 viewers. You guys are fucking insane. But what I'll say is, I was expecting downside just because of the ABC correction, and I just like 0.618 corrections. So I'm a little biased, you know. I like that deep correction like that. It's nice and healthy. It's what you're supposed to do to stay healthy, right? This is a healthy move, guys. I know this hurts. It feels bad, but man, it's a good set. This is a good setup, dude. I don't know, guys. Oh, sorry. It looks good, man. This is a good looking chart. But so you know, back to what Produced by Welch is saying here. You could say that this deeper retracement, the market conditions that we're in, guys. Fucking China's imploding right now, right? What's that? China's imploding. The U.S. is trying to raise their debt ceiling, which is hysterical, right? And this is our push down to where we belong, in my opinion. This is good. This is a good retracement. Boom. Now we're talking weird, like Produced by Welch. What doing 0.618? What doing dates? I don't know about the dates thing again, but but yeah, I mean, this is a healthy retracement, man. I know it feels bad, like especially for new people that may not be experienced with trading, and that's what I'm here for. You know, like This is what it's all about, man. This is trading. This is how you do it. You have to know, you have to be able to make it through these moments. If you're convicted, right? If you believe in what you're trading, you should be able to do this. But I will say, man, what okay, so what are we at? So what I think what we need to determine, another thing, by the way, oddly similar, is if you measure from our peak to where we are now. Oh shit. I don't know how to chart on a computer. Yeah, 76 trading days. Let's see how that correlates with the previous moves. Where's the 76th day? We actually weren't in a crazy dip. Oh, we did have a little dip here in the 76th day. No, we were going up on the 76th day last time. But regardless, yo, this is freaky, but this is some Astro shit, right? Because Astro is convinced that this is actually this upside down. Okay, you got me so far. This I think is this upside down. Fuck. I don't want to get too distracted. But fuck. I don't know how to chart on computer. Someone send help. All right. So this are the same. That's what Astro would tell you. So then this and this are the same, right? But does that mean that we go down though? Like in Astro's theory, can anybody tell me that based on Astro's theory, right? If this is this, can I change the color of the shit? Sorry. Boom. Change this to white. Fucker. Change this to white. Change this to. It can stay maroon. Change this to blue. Can anybody tell me if Astro is saying, like, is he saying that we could go down as a result of this theory that he has? Or to me, this. Okay. If entertain me on cycle theory, okay? Entertain me. Sorry. I'm gonna read chat before I ask you this question. Um, not even once. Like, say it's going down, right? Yeah. He said rip up, but like, what? Why? Like, does he? Let me see if I can get. Is he streaming right now? I could probably go. I could probably actually ask him. No, he's not streaming. He's probably fucking sleeping because he doesn't sleep because he's Astro. That's how it works. All right. Anyway, I like Astro, so we don't have to talk bad about Astro. I think that he's trying to provide value. But yeah, I don't understand. But anyway, what I would say is if I was to counter that, because I know that he's talking about this inverse thing, but to me, I look this dude. Okay, I will give him this. All right, boom. This and this. That's weird. Okay, that is weird. That these two runs are so similar this way, and then they just change. Okay, that's super weird. Totally upside down. Oh, by the way, they found their support at Fibonacci's. For those keeping score at home. So then you have. Look at me. I'm turning into Astro. Holy shit. How did this happen? To me, this and this, right? And let's change the color of this so you can see the difference. Is like this and this. If you were to cycle theory this, which by the way, I'm not like investing in the cycle theory, but I'm just saying like, and then, oh god, I think he's smarter than me, so that gives him the ability to do this, or he's crazier than me. One of the two. He's able to do this better than me because of that. Maybe this is that too. And then, fuck me. Oh, I gotta draw it first. And then this, red, and then this. Okay. Okay, we're getting somewhere. Right? And then. And then. That's gonna be too closely related? Wait. And then we do this. Oh, fuck, I changed the color. What color was this supposed to be? It was supposed to be red. And then we do this. And then I select this. And I turn this red. And then we do this. Right? Win moon. Win moon. What do you think? Chat, what do you think? Chat? Chat? I don't see you chatting. Chat? Everybody blow up chat. I don't see you chatting. Put me on Reddit. Instantly. Chat. Get Astro on the line. Chat. Somebody screenshot this and post it on Twitter. Chat. Hey, look, guys. Look. It's a bit of a. I know. Look, I was just having some fun, man. Come on, dude. Come on. This was good, right? I mean, it is convincing. Okay, like you can't deny that. So then this would be green, right? Oh, fuck me, dude. This would be green, right? And then if if you look closely enough, this actually is what Astra's penis looks like. It has ridges in it. Oh, fuck. You know what this looks like? It looks like when you do the blood, like the gang sign, the blood symbol with your like fingers. You know what I'm talking about? Yo, this is kind of crazy. I ain't gonna lie, bro. Some crazy shit. So, I don't know, man. I mean, it's interesting. It's interesting looking, right? Need to print it, then flip it. Need at least 3 for a trend. I'm glad you guys are having fun. We want your analysis, not Astros. I know. It was a fun game. We can't have fun, Jesse? Do I have to just like be so serious all the time? Okay, anyway. All right, let's get back to the thing that got me on this. You guys go follow Produced by Welch. This guy is doing great work on this. So, in our conversation, like I said look for squeeze between 0.32 and 0.5 retrace. Right? Because that's what happened here. And then I can pull up my mobile chart. You can see that price turns around here before the June run between the 0.32 and 0.5 fib. And then why did I share this? Okay, so this is where we are now. So we were sitting kind of right on this 0.32. So if this theory would have like checked out, then you would have said, okay, it has to do that. But again, like I said, with the market conditions, everything going on in China, everything like that, um, then you could say, okay, maybe this is different. So then he sends me this really cool GIF where we're really swole. This is not what I look like, by the way. My arms are nowhere near this big. And I sent him this. I said, damn, you know, shit, brother. 86 days, 84 days, whatever. I'm doing it on my phone. And then this is just what it looks like. And he says, "Do you concur?" Whatever. So this is why I told everybody to go follow this guy, because he's obviously doing he's doing good work. And I mean, whether or not he's right or whatever, like we're it's not that easy. It's kind of funny to say, but like it's really not that easy to predict the future. It turns out it is relatively difficult unless you are the Fibonacci sequence, which was created by a guy that died hundreds of years ago, and it predicts everything to this day. So, all right, let's just do measurements just so that you guys see what I'm talking about here. So, this looks like a kindergartner did this. Why did I choose to use the highlight tool? Why did you guys let me do that? But yeah, so if you measured here to here, you have 86, 87 days, whatever. How is it 87? Okay, maybe it is 87. Peak to peak, right? And then, I mean, look, I just kind of broadly drew this highlight thing, but in all seriousness, we are getting into this zone where, right? This is kind of like, can I fucking can that stay? Can I make it, can I make a measurement stay? Is there a way to do that? You guys teach me how to chart right quick? Holy shit. Man. Man. Man, there's got to be a better way to do this. I mean, I can make a note, but I was trying not to. Sorry about that. Call out. Does this stay though? Does it stay? I think I said that September 30th. Okay, and then that is a really ugly color. All right, so and then another thing that we could possibly do is we could measure like this stay. That's nice. What is 87 days from? I know chat's blown up. I'm gonna be there, guys. Hold on. I'm trying to do big brain fucking shit right now. Right? Okay, 100 days. Okay, I'm not counting that. All right, so let's measure again. Dave not good at starting on computer. Boom. To is this the peak? June 2nd. Was that the peak? Yep, June 2nd. So 87 days from January. Peak. Change this awful color. Why would this be the color that they choose? Really? I mean, pretty terrible. All right. And then this trading should not be this easy, by the way. I'm not saying that this is what I believe. Fuck shit. All right, so then this. Oh, fuck you. What is this date? October 5th. October 5th. 87 days from June. All right. This is not a fucking trade strategy, so please do not. Oh my goodness. I just realized what I could be doing. Do not go and open up, not financial advice. Do whatever the fuck you want, okay? But based on this video, do not think that I'm telling you, do not hear what I'm not saying and think that I'm telling you that you need to go be buying October 5th expirations or whatever. That is not a good idea based on this weird highlighter drawing that I just did on this chart. Okay? Do not do that. Make your own decisions, please. Holy shit. Thank you, B. All right, let me. I'll catch up on your shit now. Derek, I'm familiar with Jackson Hunter. No, no, me cool. No, 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 not financial advice. No. Um, no, no, Dylan. I'm not saying that at all. Good luck, B. Miller, with your own decision. Throw some beats in the back. I mean, you don't like the. Is it my voice that you don't like? I don't feel like figuring out OBS to put some music in the background, to be honest with you. Nope. Nope. Don't sell kidneys. None of that. 200 viewers. You guys are fucking insane. If you haven't already, like the stream, share the stream out on Twitter, subscribe to the channel, turn notifications on. I'm going to be trying to post videos every day soon. No, Josh. We're not scheduling Forbes interviews like Benjamin Cohen says. Before you schedule your Forbes interviews, please don't do this. I don't like your voice, Geo. I actually don't like my voice either. So that's convenient. It confirms my bias. Thank you. Max, not based on anything I say. So if you do that, that's you doing it. Thank you, Haram. Everybody like the stream simultaneously right now. Unlike it and then like it again. Everybody tag Astro on Twitter and tell him that I want to talk to him. What the fuck? Somebody disliked the stream. Thank you, Jay. Appreciate it, man. Yeah, I know, B. I know. B. He follows me and he like likes on my tweets like pretty much every day. He likes some of my tweets, but if I DM him or something, he doesn't answer. Yeah, I mean his DMs are probably crazy or something, but like what the hell? Okay. All right, you guys feel free to take a screenshot of this. I'm moving on from the highlighter theory. Feel free to take a screenshot, share it on Reddit or some crazy shit like that. Share it on Twitter. Have fun, okay? You have approximately 30 seconds before I erase it all. No, I'll give you a minute. You guys are funny as shit, though. Thanks for hanging out with me and having fun. I think it's funny, right? I think we had fun so far. So I'll give my overview of what I think could happen. And to be honest with you, I don't know. I mean, all right, time's running out. When I count down, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yes, Astro is a good guy at heart. So that's why, I mean, I know a lot of people criticize him or whatever because he's always calling for the next big boom and he's wrong. But you gotta understand that, like, he's figuring this shit out. Like, he has a convincing thesis. I think that what he's trying to do is like one of the hardest things that probably a human being could do. So it requires the insane drive that he has, and it requires that amount of passion, and sometimes that passion can blind you, and it happens to me too. So yeah. Anyway, let's see. What do Dave think of tomorrow? Well, I guess I can make my YouTube video now then, huh? Righty. Let's do a YouTube video. You guys want to watch me do a YouTube video? I'm not going to answer chat while I do it though. Get a sip of water. That was really funny, by the way. It was a great moment. The highlighter theory, man. Ooh, that's gonna go down in fucking history. Can you guys go and tweet that picture out and just hashtag highlighter theory? And then everybody go search highlighter theory. I'm gonna put it in the chat. Search highlighter theory. AMC. And just everybody just spam it out. Highlighter theory, AMC. Highlighter theory, AMC. Just spam it out like that, okay? All right, drum man, that's cool. All right, let's do a video then. Astro gonna call you a thief? No, he won't. Astro likes me. He knows. Jesse, that I got jacked about was I was talking to that guy. I shared it. The guy that I was DMing, produced by Welch, was doing his own version of the cycle theory, and it was pretty crazy. So, what did I just do? Can you guys tell me what I just did? No, you can't because you're not in my computer. But I did something. Am I okay now? Or am I gonna accidentally end the live stream? I do not want to end the live stream. It's like somehow the window got. How do I do this? Okay, boom. What? Okay, there you go. Dave don't know how to Windows. All right, cool. Yeah, the day counts. Yeah. Saw the same thing earlier today. You think? I haven't been paying attention to NM investments theory lately, if I'm being honest. I don't. He doesn't really interact with me, so I don't really keep up with him too much. And I'm not saying that like I only keep up with people who interact with me, but it's obviously I have people in my face interacting with me. It's a little bit easier for me to see what they're posting and what they're doing. You know. All right. What do I want to make the video about? Well, I just want to make I guess really what I'm going to do is I'm going to solidify that. Look, we're at a 0.618. That's the key thing, right? Everybody's freaking out. The world's going up in flames, and we're at a 0.618. So here we go. All right, I'm tuning in. I'm doing a video. Thank you guys so much for hanging out here. Hopefully you enjoy the video. Hopefully it comes out pretty good. Yo. So today in AMC, it's September 20th, Monday, 2021, the first trading day after the week of correction from AMC's recent runs up. And so I just want to provide some technical analysis, provide some of my basically what I see coming in the near future for the stock, and the potential outcomes. So first off, we have this long-term logarithmic line that I've been following for a long time, right? And we broke below it a few trading days ago. And now we're trading down. Now, obviously, there's a lot of stuff going on in the world economy as far as Evergrande goes, all the China stuff, and then also the U.S. talking about raising their debt ceiling. But again, I trust technical analysis because I think that it actually encapsulates all of these factors. So I was talking about this briefly in my live stream, and I'm actually live streaming this video right now. So if you want to watch these videos be made live, feel free to subscribe to the channel and turn notifications on, as well as like the videos so that you're always notified whenever I'm going live or post a new video. But, what I think we should take away from today is that in the grand scheme of things, what we saw from the close on Friday is a 9% move down in a very bearish, right? We have very bearish momentum happening here, aggressive bearish momentum. And also the world economy is in turmoil right now, right? So I think that all things considered, this move isn't too bad. And so I think it's important that we talk about what caused this move and why I think that we actually have found support here and what that implies about the near future for AMC stock. So, what I believe is that currently we are in a falling wedge pattern. And actually, let me change the time frame for the chart so that it's a little bit easier for me to find the proper spots. Man, I don't know. This could be a breakout coming here. Falling wedge here. And there are a few different ways that you can draw it, and it's still a falling wedge. You could draw it from back here. And even you have this resistance that goes into support. That could actually be a form of wedging. That basically, and again, just to say what a falling wedge is it insinuates that price action is being driven to the downside, but with less and less enthusiasm to the downside, which actually makes the falling wedge a bullish reversal pattern typically. And so what I like to do in my thesis, whenever I'm building up a technical thesis for the short term, is I like to check my theory with a few different other theories that I trust. Now, we know that AMC likes AMC. AMC likes AMC. Yeah. We know that AMC likes wedges and triangles. It likes to get into these wedge and triangle patterns. It doesn't really like cup and handles. Like, it doesn't break out at cup and handles properly, I notice. It just doesn't for some reason, in my opinion. So what we do know is that pretty much anything follows Elliott wave theory. Anything you can trade, any price action can basically be driven down to Elliott wave theory, especially when you look back on it. So let's try and figure out what those waves are right now. So in my belief, I think that this move is a macro wave 1 that is comprised of a 5-wave impulse subset. And after a 5-wave impulse, you have a 3-wave correction typically. And you can also have a 5-wave correction, and we'll talk about that more in a second. But the 3-wave is counted as A, B, C. And so why would I do this as well as the pattern? Well, it's interesting because, if you draw trend lines, right, and you draw patterns, you actually will find that Elliott wave theory exists within these patterns. And so if in Elliott wave theory, what happens after your wave 1 is you have a wave 2 and then a wave 3. So what would that look like? And we measure those using Fibonacci, which we'll do here in a second. So if this is a macro wave 1, and then this is our macro wave 2, then we would expect to have a wave 3 that has upside, then a wave 4, and a wave 5. And I can show you that in AMC's recent move in June. What you have with that is you have 1, 2, 3, which is normally the most explosive wave, 4, 5, which is typically the length of wave 1, but it can get extended depending on the market environment. And so what do we do? This is what I think that we're going into here, if I'm being honest. So if we scrunch the chart up a little bit, what you would actually expect is, based on my theory, a little bit more. This is much more aggressive, right? It's not just like a simple trend. It's more of an explosive kind of like parabolic kind of like, yeah. It's a parabolic move up. An explosive parabolic move up is historically what AMC has done in the past year whenever it's been in these sorts of technical scenarios, right? Whenever it's down visiting this trend area, which, by the way, trend lines are useful, but I think channels are even better, right? So whenever it's in this kind of buy zone, it tends to bounce up eventually. Now the chart is starting to look kind of crazy, so let me circle back a little bit. Okay, yeah, and then we'll zoom in. So how do we determine where the bottom of this wave 2 would be then. And obviously this could not be a wave 2. This could be what's going to turn into maybe a double top, which causes a reversal and we see more downside potentially. But that's not what I believe. What I believe is that we're in this falling wedge, which correlates with the emotions of a wave 2, which would signal reversal at some point. So let me finish out this falling wedge because it can go to a point, and AMC does tend to go to points of these patterns, which a falling wedge, a lot of times you'll see it drawn without any points. Like when you see traders posting about this or something, they'll usually draw it like this. They won't even draw points on it because it doesn't typically need them. But AMC is very dramatic in the way that it likes to play its patterns. But what we could do is to determine these levels is the same thing that we did, and why I think we may be having a bottom here for AMC. The same thing we did in my video from yesterday to figure out where we thought this bottom might come in. Draw a Fibonacci retracement from the bottom of the move to the top of the move, which is 52.83. And then you can see here, the most key level is the golden pocket, the 0.618 to 0.65. And when I tell you today, we got a perfect bounce right off of it, even in the worst market conditions possible, we got that bounce. And so I think that what you're going to see here is this is actually going to be the new trend line. This will be the new longer term bullish trend, in my opinion, that people start to chart. And so then how do we figure out where the next move up might be? Well, we do a Fibonacci extension. So when I'm doing this Fibonacci extension, I am assuming, okay, so we don't know for sure. We could still see more downside, and I'll talk about that. But we're assuming that this is the top of this move and this is the bottom. Okay? And so with that, the extension tool gives you the ability to see what your potential next move up could be. And the 1.618 golden ratio is the most common breakout target on a smaller term, right? Because this is the smaller move. And when I say smaller move, let me explain what I mean by that too, so that I don't leave anybody in the dark that's watching the video. If they have watched this far along, thank you so much for watching this far along, by the way. If you haven't already, drop a like, subscribe, hit post notifications so you never miss a video. When I say it's a smaller move, I'm saying in comparison to like the move in January where we saw a price run up. And then if you measure this extension, it actually, if you use that as your wave 1, you can actually, it nearly predicted the top in June perfectly. Well, it did. 72.68. What was the top? I do this every video. Sorry. I'm pretty sure. I mean, this is within pennies, I think, of the top, so I'm not going to zoom in anymore. So yeah, so there are a few different ways then if you want to do like a more macro analysis on where you think price could go. You could say, okay, well then in that case, I want to measure from the bottom of the move before June down to the top, up to the top, and then down to the bottom of the move whenever we corrected. And then perhaps you would say, okay, what correlates with the existing trend of rejection, right? Where have we gotten rejected historically? We've gotten rejected here. Let me change the color of this so it's easier to see. We've gotten rejected here at this red trend line. And so last time we hit the 3.618, which is very overextended. This is a very euphoric level, right? And obviously, I'm pretty sure you guys saw AMC on the news and all kinds of shit whenever that happened. Everybody on social media was talking about it. But so maybe, you see some regression of that or something, but these are the types of price levels, especially 1.618, that are going to have some sort of resistance to them. And when I say that, I mean like maybe you could see, I guarantee you, I haven't looked at it yet, but I guarantee you that the wave 3 for this ended at the 1.618. Let's just do it to test it, see if I'm psychic or not. Oh my goodness, look at that. The 1.618, it's a yellow line. Boom. That's where you saw your wave 3 in, and then boom, you had your wave 5 up. So you're going to see that sort of it's going to stop out, right? Like, even if it does do that euphoric run thing that it did, where it runs for 5 days straight and everybody's wondering what the hell's going on, you're still going to have stop outs and stuff like that. But that's because traders are going to look at those levels and get out of their positions. So, um, altogether, I mean, we could see more downside. Let me talk about what that looks like. Um, but not, to be honest with you, before I do this, not much has changed since my last video. Boom. And then, I mean, even if you had a retracement down to this $34 level, you're still at the 0.786, which is still a retracement that you could see recovery from to the upside, and you could still say that this was a wave too. Now, if you get down to this one, right, which is the 2890, which is where, right, the move started, then you're in a triple bottom scenario kind of thing, right? Where you have like this horizontal line. And then what has to happen is there's going to be a lot of indecision. There's going to be a lot of like, it's going to be a very dramatic scenario if this happens. And you're going to see price, really probably wrestle around here for a little bit. And then bulls would be hoping to start a new 5-wave trend, most likely from there. Would be kind of what you're looking for. And then bears are going to be fighting to drive the price even lower. Bears would be looking for, they would be trying to get to break this 0.618 that they couldn't break before and break down to this 2248. That would be like the price targets that would be entered. Like, bears would enter short positions once we break below here, and they'd be looking to exit at this 0.786. But it doesn't necessarily mean that you have to go and revisit the 0.786. But that's just kind of the bearish trading strategy, if you will. So yeah. So like I said, that's my scenario for next week. I mean, well, not next week, but tomorrow. And I mean, overall, I feel pretty good about AMC handling this. I thought that maybe you would get a more bearish candle that has this really heavy close at the bottom, where maybe you would see the body of the candle stay down here. I still wouldn't panic in that scenario. Like I said, we're still within my Fibonacci range. And then also you could also do it like this. Like, Fibonacci works in so many different ways, but you could do boom, boom, and then you can see that if you did a fib extension here off of wave 1, you see here that price goes, oh shit, 1.618, I got to turn around, right? Like, this is this works. Okay, it works. So yeah, I appreciate you guys watching the video. Thank you so much. If you haven't already, like, subscribe, comment your thoughts. Comments definitely help a lot too, so make sure you drop a few of those if you have any questions, anything like that. But overall, I think that that we're in a pretty good spot as far as AMC goes. Obviously, there are some world economy things going on that we're gonna be watching, and it's gonna have an effect on the market at large. And we'll see how it all plays out. I mean, time will only tell, right? So, yeah. Anyway, you guys have a good night. Thank you. All right. How did I do, guys? Dang, we still got 200 viewers. You guys are crazy, dude. Y'all got to make sure that y'all still, like, at least play the video in the background, because YouTube promotes videos that get high watch time, like high average watch time. So you guys got to make sure that you're, like, feeding my watch time so that I get shared out through the YouTube algorithm. You know what I'm saying, dog? Thank you, guys. Thank you. I'm actually going to start uploading the video now. Oh shit, that might fuck up the stream, I ain't gonna lie. Huh. Dang, a bunch of y'all fell off after the video was done. Y'all don't fuck with me like that, huh? Y'all just want to see what I think. Dang, man. I thought y'all liked me and shit. Dang. I'm kind of sad. All right. September 20th. I hate how it saves these clips. There must be a way to do this differently. You guys want to watch me make a fucking thumbnail? No problem, Jesse. No problem, man. That's what I'm here to do, is teach people, help people learn. You know, what's really interesting about the way that I teach. I don't know why this hasn't like been happening or something, or maybe like all the videos that actually teach this shit in a way that you can actually like comprehend it, or those boring videos where it's a guy like sitting in front of a fucking whiteboard and he's like drawing on that bitch. But I was doing this earlier on the stream for those of you who, I don't know if anybody's been watching the whole time. That would be kind of crazy, but like, if you go in the SPX chart, the all-time, oh baby, we got some fire happening on the SPX. I mean, to be honest with you, this looks kind of reversally too. About to go on another bull run, dog. But yeah, look, if you go back in time, I was doing this earlier in the stream, like when I first started the stream, when I was getting some people in here. If you go back in time to the 1930s, which I think there wasn't algorithmic trading back then, but I can't be sure. You know, the Rothschilds or some shit might have had it. But you can see here that at the bottom of the Great Depression, if you measure from here to the top of the next move and you do a Fibonacci retracement, you can see that you get, you know, the price. I know it looks kind of goofy because the chart's like weird, but the price respects these Fibonacci levels, right? So it comes up, gets rejected by the 0.5, comes down. It probably trades here a little bit, but we don't have the data. Then it comes down, swoop, comes right back up. You get a breakout, right? Because, oh, wow, we broke right through the 0.618. No one, by the way, golden ratio. No one is thinking that actively, but this is how it just works, okay? It just works. But anyway, so the top of the move you have here. And by the way, this is not predictive, right? It couldn't have predicted that this would have been the 0.618. It couldn't have, because it hadn't happened yet, right? All that had happened so far was like this. So then, and then even here, if you measure it like this, it's, you know, bouncing around at the 0.382. It's bouncing around at the 0.5. It finds support there. It shoots up. So then you measure the whole move. Come down. Find support at the 0.618. Come up, fight in the 0.5, 0.382. Come down, 0.618 support. Come down, 786 support. Start over, go up. Even find some rejection here at the 0.5. Okay? This is not an accident. Okay? This is like nature's code. This is like how it works. There aren't algorithms. There weren't people looking at charts. This is how it works. Fucking flowers' petals are determined by the Fibonacci sequence and shit. So, let's do a Fibonacci retracement from the 1930s all the way to now. All right, let's see how fucked we are. Does anybody want to see how potentially fucked we could be? All right, July of 1978 to now. All right, let's assume that this is the top, because that's what you have to do with Fibonacci when you're doing it in real time. You have to assume that it's the top in order to know where your potential landing zones would be from a retracement perspective. Your 0.236 is 3450. Your 0.382 is 2791. So let's measure these moves just so that we can understand the true impacts that would be happening to the economy, what they'd be talking about on Fox Business or whatever the fuck. All right. Hopefully not thousands of days. Jesus Christ, Dave. Don't be so dramatic. Let's see, right? Oh, the housing crisis. No one could have ever predicted the housing crisis. No one could have ever predicted, right? No one could have ever predicted where the housing crisis, when it happened, and the great financial collapse of 2008, no one could have ever predicted the bottom, right? Fuck me, I always choose this tool instead of Fibonacci retracement on computer because I trade on my phone and I don't know how to do it on my fucking computer. Okay. No one could have ever predicted it. No one could have ever predicted the bottom of the 2008 housing crisis. No one could have ever predicted it, right? 0.618 was the bottom. If you think that technical analysis won't work on AMC, this is what you need to be watching. Okay? You need to understand that if you used a Fibonacci retracement from fucking 1870 and you dragged it over and you put it at the top of the damn chart in 2007 and you said, "Oh, wow, the market seems to be turning around a little bit here. Maybe we're going to see some downside." And you wanted to predict the bottom, you would have just looked at the 0.5 and you would have found it. Every play is technical. Every play respects Fibonacci. And it has before anybody was using charts. Anybody was using Fibonacci. That's how it works. All right. Sorry about that. Beautiful chart, by the way. This thing looks so real. I see so many charts that look like this. It's such a normal, it looks like a, it reminds me of like a dinosaur, kind of. It's like a brontosaurus. Why am I typing in all caps? It heard me yelling and put me in all caps. Does change my mind. Change my mind. Adam, you need to look into the Fibonacci sequence. I can't answer that question. Like, it's way too complicated of a question for me to answer, man. Like, it's like, yeah, I'm not, Jason. You're right. So tell me that the SPX chart is not, in fact, just the Rothschilds drawing a picture of a brontosaurus. Change my mind. Change my mind. Go ahead, chat. Change my mind. I don't think you can do it. This is a bearish brontosaurus. This might be the next. Oh, man. This might be what the next move is for the SPX. It's the bearish brontosaurus, perhaps. What do you guys think about the bearish brontosaurus? Can somebody screenshot this and post it on Twitter for me and just do hashtag bearish brontosaurus? I'm pretty sure this is the clear next move for the S&P. Fuck. How do I undo on computer? I only know how to undo on my phone. I can erase. Oh, this is depressing. I don't even know how to do this. I don't know how to undo on my computer. Oh, here it is. Bearish brontosaurus. No, I don't know about Control Z. Does that work? I feel like I'd like undo something else on my computer. Oh, it works. Man, I need to stop using my phone so much. I'm starting to think that my computer doesn't work the way that it should. King Low says, "What do you think the peak on October 5th is going to be?" I would say that I can't predict the future. The neckline, yes, this is a brontosaurus head and shoulders. That's what this is. Oh, Low. I would say that it's hard to predict. It never goes left. I don't know, dude. This is a pretty convincing chart. I think it could go left. Things could really go left here soon for the S&P. I'll be honest with you. But I think that as far as price targets and stuff like that, it's really hard. You know what I'm saying? But based on Fibonacci and the historical trend, you know, I mean, you could see some aggressive movement soon. I would say that the top of the options chain is going to be tough, right? Because that's kind of what stopped us out last time. We had the $70 calls were like the furthest out of the money whenever the run happened, and then it kind of stopped us out because there was no more derivatives to drive the price up. So that could be a challenging level. But yeah, if you think about it, a Brontosaurus is kind of like a 5-wave Elliott wave sequence. So bear with me. But assume this Brontosaurus is the other way around, right? You have a wave 1 starting at the tail. The tail is the wave 1, and then you have a leg, a big fat wave 3, wave 4 down to the shoulder, and then a wave 5, the neck. That's the impulse up right before the correction. I hope you guys are having fun in the stream. I appreciate you guys hanging out, man. I can't believe we have 150 viewers right now. That's so crazy to me. What the hell are you guys doing watching me? If you could drop a like on the stream, share it out on Twitter. I appreciate you guys hanging out, man. I'm having fun. Drop likes. I want to see likes get up to like 300. Like. Everybody like. But Jalen says 50 end of week. I really don't like I don't like that. I don't like to make predictions that way, because then what happens is you guys are gonna be like, you said 50 end of week and it didn't happen if it doesn't happen. Because I am good at technical analysis, but I'm also not a fortune teller. So like it's kind of awkward, you know? But oh, and dude, you want to know something else about AMC that I noticed is that I think everybody that's in the stream has liked the stream, which is kind of cool. It doesn't like these pennant, and to be honest with you, I don't really like the pennant formations and flag formations either, but like I prefer like triangles or wedges as indicators. But like let's see, what is this? This is a bullish pennant, I would say, probably, right? Again, I don't really use flags. Yeah, bullish pennant. It doesn't like bullish pennants. I don't know what it is about AMC, but whenever I see one of these, and everybody on Twitter, because this is my first time trading and like looking at people on social media all the time while I'm doing it, I'm seeing bullish pennant, bull flag, and it just doesn't like, it never plays out as well as like one of my triangles or one of my wedges plays out. Like it's not, it just doesn't seem like. But you could say that if you look at the weekly or the monthly chart, you zoom out, playboy. When in doubt, zoom out. Except if you're doubting the SPX, don't zoom out, because if you're trying to feel good about it, because it doesn't look good when you zoom out, it looks much worse. So yeah. So oh fuck, that's not good. I guess you would say here, right? Here's your. This is what a bullish pennant person. This is like JB Stocks _ on Twitter. He fucks with pennants and shit. He's way better than I am at pretty much everything. But you would say that this is a big ass bullish pennant, maybe. But again, like for some reason, it doesn't respect these to me. Like So like, what would that look like? It would look like something like this, right? Or I don't know. Let's go read some rules. By the way, I do this. By the way, I like read all the time. Like I go back and I'll like look at a like I'll be like, "Oh, let me read about the pattern again to see if there's anything that I missed or anything like that, you know?" Ooh, rounding bottom? Oh, EOS. What the fuck? It's weird. I just want like a regular. Where's like a Investopedia at? What the fuck? Continuation pattern where a period of consolidation is followed by a breakout using technical analysis. It's important to look at the volume and a pennant. The period of consolidation should have lower volume, and the breakout should occur on higher volume. Most traders use pennants in conjunction with other forms of technical analysis that act as confirmation. And that's kind of what you guys saw me doing earlier, where I was doing my wave count and I was correlating it with my falling wedge, etc. It's always good to like to have more than one thing going, right? So I compare my waves with the patterns that are developing, with maybe the momentum that I'm feeling, or probably I could look at the MACD or the RSI. I don't really use those tools though. Um, Laura, I'm assuming Lawrence. Do you think that there's a cup and handle forming on the 1 year chart? 1 year chart? The 1 year chart? I guess I could see it if I looked at the monthly, right? The, so you're saying that you think a cup and handle is forming on this chart. So then your thesis would be, again, to me, it seems like AMC doesn't like these, but I'm assuming your thesis would be that we're here. Well, fuck, that was a terrible drawing. I'm sorry. Your thesis would be that we're here, and that now what we're doing is a sort of a handle, like, or you would say like it would be like you would say it's like this. I mean, potentially. I don't think we have enough information to make that, but potentially it's possible. I guess anything is possible, right? Fuck. All right. What was I doing? Wind moon. That's what they want to know. Yeah. So, monthly chart. Can I please enlarge screen? I'm sorry. My bad. I think we got a fucking brontosaurus coming on this motherfucker. This looks like a T-Rex. This looks like it kind of looks like a dog or something, like an Egyptian sculpture, a giant Egyptian sculpture of a dog. Okay, bear with me. I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe it doesn't look like an Egyptian sculpture of a dog. Maybe I'm fucking lying. Elliott wave theory. Yeah? No? Fib or Elliott? What do you mean? What's in that? Seahorse. Okay. I can see the seahorse. It does look like a seahorse. What do you mean Fib or Elliott? I mean, you would do like the Fib you use to kind of get price targets. Right? So here are your Fib levels. I need to make a thumbnail. You guys want to watch me make a thumbnail for this video? What should I title this video? We're at 40:45 right now after hours. I don't really pay attention to after hours, to be honest with you. Like, if it went to like fucking $20 after hours, I'd be like, what the fuck? And we'd see like some crazy gap up the next day. After hours is so weird, man. Like, it's the volume and fucking, it's just so weird. What the? Sorry, guys. I'm kind of I guess I'm getting tired. This shit's kind of exhausting. It's kind of exhausting talking to you guys so much. Jeez, you guys are freaking exhausting me. Oh, I'm just kidding. Let's see. Does anybody know what kind of candle this is? Let's look up. Oh, what is this? What kind of candle is that? I feel like that's like a doji, right? Doji hammer? Doji hammer? It's not a bull hammer. See, I use bull hammers all the time, but I don't really use the doji terminology. I think it just happens like less, in my opinion. Yeah, it looked like a doji to me, dog. Look like a doji coin. But what does it say happens? Change my mind. I'm so dumb, dude. You guys are like, you don't even know what doji hammer is? I actually have to look up candlesticks like every day. I'm not gonna lie. I'm just terrible at remembering them. Like, some of them I remember, but not all of them. But that looks like a doji hammer, dog. What do you guys think about doji hammer? This is the hourly. It's an hourly candle, doji hammer. Seems convincing. I'm more about patterns, Elliott wave. So again, this is it's all steps of confirmation, right? That's the way that I chart. First, you don't have that candle on your hourly. How do you not have that candle on your hourly? It is the candle. It is, you know what it is? It's the fucking, I bet you it's the fucking fib candle. Is what it is. It's the 0.618 candle. I mean, if this ain't a reversal, I mean, get your textbooks out, children, kids. Get your textbooks out, okay? And give me a 0.618 with a damn doji hammer, all right? Just give it to me. Give it to me. All right? Look, no matter how you, oh my goodness, if you measure the move from here, you got a doji hammer close inside of the golden pocket, my brother. Come on. There's a doji hammer bearish candle in the morning. This one? But isn't it, how is this, how is it? I thought doji hammers were reversal. Are they continuation? Look, guys, I'm not that smart. I'm really not. I'm learning as I go. Oh man, I don't know, dude. This seems like a reversal to me. I mean, this everything. This is what I'm saying. Confirmation, right? Elliott wave. 2. What the? How did I lose my wave count that easily? First time for everything. I'm a rookie. I don't actually even know what I'm doing right now. Oh, it's because I'm not on the daily. I'm sorry. Oops. Does anybody know what this daily candle is? Look, I mean, we could see more downside. You know, there's always that possibility that you open the morning, you have a little run down. What am I doing? Oh, I know what it is. I'm measuring from here. You guys are like, this guy doesn't even know what he's doing. Why do I follow him on Twitter? He doesn't even know what the fuck he's doing. Yeah, this is it. Okay, 1, 2, euphoric 3, 4, 5, and then you roll over, which is crazy, right? Because the 5 represents the end of the trend, at least in the short term, right? And you have the rising wedge. Beautiful. I mean, this is, textbook. This is how it happens. You have a rising wedge right on your 5 wave. You come down, get your ABC correction. I mean, this is out of a novel. This is a movie. We're gonna watch this in AMC theaters. It's gonna be my live stream. An ABC down, correction into the golden pocket. I mean, from a technical perspective, man, from a technical perspective, it's hard to argue. It's hard to make looks like a bearish doji. How? Okay. Doji hammer. Now, mind you, also, by the way, it's the hourly time frame, right? So it's not necessarily going to be. But look, this doji, a hammer doji, is a bullish reversal pattern that happens during a downtrend. It kind of looks like a hammer is trying to hammer out a bottom of a chart, and it signals that the price could start rising soon. Hammer, right? How is it a bearish? Can somebody explain to me how it's a bearish doji in this scenario? I use patterns, Elliott wave, and Fibonacci mostly, but then I use candles too sometimes just for another level of confirmation, and then I'll just go Google a fucking candle. That's what I do. 4 hours a doji hammer as well. Yeah, and so what you see is you'll see the candle develop on later and later time frames as time goes on, right? Who said? Oh, okay. Yeah, the morning candle was an indicator of a further move down. The hourly. I could see that. And look, it's not about the fucking the hammer. The candles don't matter as much as what they represent. What they represent is, right, bears come in and just fucking fuck, right? They just go all the way in, right? Oh my goodness. And then bulls go, please, no. And then they get this little bit, right? And then bears go, no, we're taking it. And then they get down here and they go, yeah, we're taking you all the way down here. And then bulls go, no, you're not. Right? They reject that. To me, that's why I don't really use candles too much. I just go to them for confirmation. It's more about like looking at the candle and letting it tell you a story. Example, this candle, right? Pretty sure this is a bull hammer. I don't know. There might be another name for this one, to be honest with you, but same thing here. Down, 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 down. Big wick at the bottom. Bulls reject within the hour. Stop them here. You're going to see some upside, right? You're going to see some relief. That's how I use candles. I just kind of let them tell me the story that way. Your wife is from Thibodeau? Oh, that's cool. Kenny G's personal fluffer. Check your tweets. I'm going to check my tweets, dog. I got a phone call. Give me a moment, guys. Like the stream if you haven't already. Love you. Yo, Justin, what the hell? Who is Justin? Chill, dude. No, dude. You didn't have to. Come on, man. All right, I gotta go get my kids out. Dude, come on, man. Thank you, dude, but you didn't have to do that, bro. That's insane, man. That's insane. There's no way, dude. Frederick, my Twitter is David Marino Jr. Oh my goodness. Justin, you really didn't have to do that, man. That's crazy. All right, I'm going to get my kids out of the car. I can't believe you just did that. That's crazy as fuck. Yo. Diamond. Yo. Everybody still here? Man, still got 100 viewers. Y'all wild. Sorry, I had to go get my kids out of the car, and I was talking to my fiance. Yeah, Drum Man. Look, I think that emotions are at an all-time high with the stock right now. I don't think emotions have ever been higher with AMC. Love you, Sebring. Yo, Justin, if you're still here, man, you're crazy. I don't even know who Justin is in the chat, but man, you're crazy, dude. You didn't have to do that. But yeah, I think that emotions. I don't. That's the other thing, you know. The emotion behind the stock, especially from a retail perspective, right now is much higher than it was back here in May. You know, there's a lot more. There's so many. Do you not have any tweets about AMC? Jeez. There's so many people paying attention now. The media presence on this thing is so much higher than it was. I just can't. I fail to believe that what that leads to. It just gives me a hard time. I just have a hard time believing because it's not like there's like some random catalyst or something or some you know that sort of thing that's going on that's like driving the price, and then there's going to be a catalyst that like there's nothing too crazy going on. This is price action based on the value of the stock. And so for me, it just seems unlikely that we see further breaking down. And if we do, then I'll be wrong in my analysis. But I'll tell you that I'm not leaving the trade. But I am just so convinced right now that this is an ABC. I am so convicted on this, guys. I believe that this is a 5-wave. This is a 1. This is a 2. And where we're going is to a 3. We're right here at the 0.5. If you look at the long-term Fibonacci, it just makes too much sense, man. This we came down, we stopped the 0.618, came back up, stopped again at the 0.618. We come all the way back up. We burst through this, retest, burst through. We come back, we test 0.5 so that we can make our next move up. This is how it works. Like, you know what I'm saying? It just is. It's how it works, man. So I have a hard time. We could see more downside, but I have a hard time believing it. That's not a trade that I would take. I wouldn't trade it if it was upside down. I wouldn't trade it if it was inverted the other way. I would say fucking short this thing. What are you talking about? It's getting rejected. It had its euphoric run up, right? Down. This is the euphoric run down. Now we're as bears would be in control if this was the pattern inverted. I just can't see it being. I can't see it being bearish. This is bullish. This is a retracement. That's what this is to me. I could be wrong though. A green one of those candles is called a hammer. A red one is an abandoned island. Both bullish. Okay. Just found your Twitter wasn't easy to find. Really? Here, I'll send. I'm sorry. I could have just typed it. I'm sorry about that. Also, it's in the description of all my videos too. Yeah, so yeah, that's basically it. I mean, that's kind of where I'm at with it. I think that it's pretty clear that we're not on this trend anymore, whatever this was. That, you know, I am starting to believe that. I mean, look, well, we could be. I mean, look, okay, put it this way. Here, I'll play this scenario out for you. Are we still in this bull trend, the red line that I have drawn here? Are we still in this logarithmic? By the way, I chart in log. So if you are trying to do this on your chart and it's not working, go to log right here. Click this button. See, it changes it. But what I'll tell you is this could be, like I said a few days ago, this could be a bear trap. And so what would happen in that scenario is just like bulls got trapped here. This is a bull trap. Okay. Wait. No, this isn't a bull trap. We just had a bull trap. Fuck me. Sorry. This is the bull trap. All right. So what you have here, this is what I was charting. This is what I was charting. I'm saying macro ascending triangle. This stock loves triangles, right? It respects triangles. It admires them. On the weekends, it goes to triangle clubs to try and pick up more triangles. This is a ascending triangle, right? And what happened with this is we started to get this move up, right? Just like I counted. We started to get this big macro 1, 2, 3, 4, and then boom, we break out, right? I'm sitting here going, oh shit, we're about to have a quick retest, right? ABC down, and we're going to blast off. This is wave 3 coming. Well, what happened was we got trapped, bull trap. So basically, a bunch of sellers were looking at this level for whatever reason. I bet you any fucking money right now, it's near a Fibonacci. Oh my goodness! What do you know? 48.27. Wow, seems significant enough. So we break the 48.27 ascending triangle. Hold on one second. Somebody's knocking on my door. So, yeah. So sorry about that. So we have this macro ascending triangle, and then we had this build up, and then we broke out. What you're expecting here is okay. Either we're just gonna go straight into another wave, and we're gonna start heading straight up. But what I was expecting was because it was at the end of this 5 wave that I was counting. I was thinking, okay, we're gonna have a quick ABC. Quick ABC down. So something like this maybe, and then start a new 5 wave up. And it was going to get crazy because that would have been wave 3, which is the most explosive wave, right at the end of this ascending triangle. Well, instead we got trapped. Boom. Now for the next few days after, still technically, what could happen is tomorrow we could just reverse right up, right? Not saying we will, but I'm just saying like we could do this. Boom, 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 boom. We're back in the bull trend, and we actually got a technical breakout after a bear trap. We got a technical breakout of this ascending triangle, right? Because maybe we just slid right in or whatever. So what I'm saying is, I don't think that this trend is necessarily dead. I will say that having a few daily closes behind, below it, definitely would be a strong point to say, okay, yeah, the trend is dying, but I don't think that the trend is dead. And we have one weekly close. But again, think of it this way. On a weekly, first of all, we got this giant gap here. This thing's going to get filled. That could be what springs this thing back up. But, on the weekly, you could really, if you wanted to, you could make the you could, from a weekly perspective, you could say that this is in fact the triangle that we were actually trading in. All that other shit is here today and gone tomorrow. And what's actually happening now is that we're gonna make a macro move back into this triangle, and we are gonna like, man, I actually kind of like this. Yeah, I mean, from a macro perspective, this kind of looks like yeah, this looks like, to me, what you have A, B, C, and then to me, macro, you have 1, 2, 3. Could be the type of run that you see. And obviously these lines are kind of subject, and I'm just kind of like throwing them out there. But wait, what are you guys laughing about? Yeah, Geo, inverse head and shoulders form on the 1 day. I'm gonna close out the stream here shortly, guys, because my family's here and stuff. I'm gonna spend some time with the kids and fiance and stuff like that. But dude, I appreciate you guys coming by. But yeah, so yeah, I mean, you could say, right, inverse head and shoulders. I'll use the tool just so that like new people can see it and really understand what I'm saying. And for some reason, I'll tell you this too, that Kenny, I didn't see the tweet, man. I'll get to it. I'll get to it before I end the stream. That's what I'll do after this, okay? But so you could say perhaps, boom. So this is your left shoulder, head, and then, I mean, I don't know. I don't know about that. I mean, there's gonna be a long way to go for you, but yeah, something like this. And a lot of times you'll see that the patterns kind of they kind of correlate, right? So like a head and shoulders will happen within a inverse triangle. I mean, an ascending triangle like you're looking at here. It could be that sort of situation. So a lot of bullish patterns start to happen whenever you start to get that bullish conviction coming back into the stock. All right, keep it PG. No, I'm good with jokes. I just didn't know what you were laughing at. You're welcome, Sparrow. Appreciate you guys. Man, I can't believe that Justin. That's crazy, man. Are you all right, Kenny? You're talking about this chart. All these damn, you got like 30 Fibonacci's. I can't even believe you're a real person with your profile with the JP picture, which JP doesn't even have that picture anymore, which is hysterical. 5. Yeah, I mean that's a scenario that could play out. Yeah, I think I've charted that, if I'm not mistaken. Yep. All right. Yeah, I'm gonna head out. All right. Well, thank you guys so much for hanging out in the stream. I'm gonna make this thumbnail right quick. Probably post the video. You guys get ready to watch the video in its full duration, even if you don't watch it because you were here. Just like kind of like let it play on mute or something, so we can get that watch time up. You know what I'm saying? Comment and like on it whenever it posts, and yeah, from there, Kenny, I'll message you, man. I'll message you about the chart and tell you what I think. But yeah, all right. You guys take it easy. Don't do anything crazy. Go spend time with your family, your loved ones, whoever they are, and yeah, I'll talk to you guys next time. Thank you so much.